But then you have all these different private sectors coming in. And I realize this as I'm sitting back and watching this school board meeting, watching this city council meeting, that all these various representatives didn't come with the community in mind. They came with their own individual interests in mind. I didn't say anything. I'm just saying it to you. And I didn't question them or their values, but I wanted to turn it back in on me. And so when I come to a situation where it involves community, can I give up what I want if it's better for the community? There's a trend today that it's all about me. It's all about selfishness. And that's what we have a heart for, is me, me, me. That's not what happened here. And Nehemiah mobilized a community who had as their priority the community and not their own self-serving interests. The people's heart in Nehemiah was to rebuild these walls and bring glory to the community of God. Where's your heart? Where is your heart today? Where is it? Jesus said in Matthew chapter 6 and verse 21, "For where your treasure is, there your heart will be also." That's where our heart is at. We can say whatever we want. We can even fool ourselves. But the truth is, where our treasure is, our heart will be right there next to it. What do we really value? What do we really treasure? I love that verse. It is so self-disclosing to me as to what I really treasure and what I really value in life, because that's where my heart's going to be. Mark chapter 12 and verse 30, Jesus said, "Love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your mind, with all your strength." With all your heart, with all your mind, with all your soul, and all your strength. Let's look at the idea of us being that city on a hill. And we have a vision. We've got a vision. And I can see it. I can see it as clear as I can see you right here in front of me. To be you can go ahead, community of faith, introducing people to Jesus, and helping them fall in love with Him. I can see that playing out. It's a very clear vision. We've got a plan. I think we can continue to change that plan, the strategy on how to make that happen. But we have one, and I can see that too. But how about our values? What do we value? Because what we really value, we will do. What we have a heart for, we will do. So as we look at that vision, do we have a real heart for fellowship? You see, because if you have a heart for fellowship, if we're passionate about community, then we'll be passionate about wanting to share our lives with other disciples of Jesus Christ. That's where the truth will be. How much do we really enjoy being with one another? How much do we enjoy having time together? And this is just one part of it, as we collectively worship God together. And did you look forward to it? Did you look forward to coming and meeting God, but also meeting one another? Oh my, when you read passages like in 1 Peter where it says, "Love one another deeply." Over and over again, the Bible talks about us being family and kin and having this deep love and fellowship for one another. And when we have fellowship gatherings and other kinds of opportunities to be together, do we look forward to that time? You know what's so wonderful about the kingdom? So what's so wonderful about the Jesus fellowship is that you have people of so many different kinds of backgrounds, so many different types of life experiences, but they have a deep, profound love for one another. Why? Because they love the Jesus that's in each and every one of us. That's what brings us together. It enables us to overlook cultural things. It enables us to look over, different types of music preferences and demographics and things like how much money you make or what kind of place people put you in society. But it's the Jesus that's in us. That's how it could be in the early church, was slave and master could sit together and they loved being together. And yet their worlds were so totally different from one another. But because of the Jesus that lived in each other, they had fellowship and they were passionate about being with each other. You can look in the book of Acts, beginning in chapter 2. They didn't just gather together for 1 hour on Sunday. It says they couldn't wait to meet together day by day in the temple courts and in each other's homes. Life groups here is not a program. Life groups here should be a passion. It should be that we are a church not just with life groups, but we are a church of life groups as we do life together. And so we meet each other here, and that's great. But still, it amazes me how people on one side of the room still don't know people on the other side of the room. It's not like, this is Joel Osteen's church here, of 45,000 people. We should know each other, at least by name. Don't you think? Am I on target here? Oh, man, am I right or am I just wacko here? Right. I know I'm right. I watched John Adams. John Adams was a stubborn man. But he said he was extremely stubborn when he knew he was right. We all have a tendency to think we're right. But I feel very passionate. This is a biblical principle that the early church loved gathering together and being with each other. So I'm going to do something that's different. We haven't done it. I just thought about it right now. So if anybody's taking a little snooze, you got to wake up right now. And if you would be so kind as to just bear with me on this. And if you will just kindly stand up, pretty please, with sugar on it. All right, everybody stand up. It's going to get a little noisy here for a little bit. It's okay. Noisy. Stand up if you're able to. All right. All right, now look around. Look around all the people here. And if you'll notice, we have a tendency to do this. Okay? We've got little clans. We've got a clan here over here. We got this clan over here. Oh, another clan right here. Golly, go figure that out. Schultz clan right here. Oh, Harry, look at here. We got the Fraley clan. Oh, we've got the McMillan clan right here. We got the Kirk clan over there. See, we're all in our... Okay, we got to bust this up. And I want to give you 3 minutes. And make sure to go and greet someone that is not in your clan and maybe you've never even met before. We've got some company over here. We've got company back here. We've got company over here. And so I'm certain there's people you've never even met before. And give them some kind of greeting. I hope it's nice. A nice greeting. Okay? So you folks clear over here on the north side. You got to come to the south. And the south, you got to come over towards the north. And let's greet one another. Holy kiss, holy handshake, holy hug, holy how do you do, whatever. Beginning right now. And that's what makes the kingdom of God distinctive from any and every organization in the world. Jesus said we're to love our enemies. We're to love everybody. We're to forgive. We're to be merciful. We're to be kind. We're to value what He values. Where's our heart? That's where His heart's at. Life groups. It's life-changing. When we make a decision to break out. When I was stationed over in Germany, we didn't have any choice. We didn't know anybody else. And so it was a wonderful situation where we got to practice New Testament Christianity. When we come back to America, people told me, see, because I became a Christian overseas, they said when you go back to the United States, it's going to be a little discouraging for you. I said, what for? He said, well, the church in America has so many distractions that they don't have a lot of time, they got just as much time as anybody else, but he said they have a tendency to be distracted by all the other opportunities and things. They don't have this time to have this kind of fellowship with disciples. And I found they were correct.